Hello and welcome to this April 12th, 2010 video version of Invested Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you with today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Today we are featuring Mindray Medical International Limited, ticker symbol MR. This is about a $4 billion healthcare company. Taking a look at MR, you can see back in late December, we broke out above the prior November high of about $33.80, maybe close to $34. After breaking out, we went back, we retested, and then you can see some pretty big volume coming in early January as we broke out again and went in and put in ultimately our high up above $39. Since then, we came back down the early part of February. You can see this long tail. We came right down to this $34 level, turned back up, went all the way back up to the upper end of the range, up near $39.60 or so, pulled back, and again just recently at the end of last week you can see we came all the way back down and tested the bottom end of this range again. It looks to me like after this beautiful move to the upside from the November lows through the early January highs that we are now in a consolidation, a pretty wide consolidation range. So for now, I would expect MR to trade within this trading range, although ultimately I would expect the breakout to be to the upside. You can see that the MACD came down, and while it's below the center line and pointing down, we are at a point where we have held. You can see the last time we got down to this level on the MACD, that's when the buyers started coming in, and that's when we made a big run off the bottom. You can see on Friday of last week the volume really picked up as we again seem to want to move higher off of this MACD, which was down below the center line. So there are a number of reasons why I think the stock looks pretty good, one of which also is the fact that we are now in an oversold situation. You can see the RSI down below 30 a couple of days ago, and Stochastics down in the single digits. Even with the move up on Friday, still we have RSI at fairly low 38 and Stochastics at only 11. So it looks to me like in the near term we could see some additional movement to the upside. I like Mindray anywhere from the current price down to about $34. If we close below $33.80, we might have a little bit of a different ball game, especially if the volume picks up. But short of that, I would expect prices to go higher, and ultimately I would expect Mindray to go up and at least retest the $39.60 level, and possibly, maybe probably, break out. But in the near term, I'd play the trading range. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today. Be sure to check out our chart of the day every day at investedcentral.com. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly Market Pulse newsletter and have the chart of the day emailed directly to you. Happy trading.